So today's freebie actually comes from a request by a dreamer, and we thought it was a great idea, and we'll probably be doing a lot more of these because they're super useful, very quick to make, and definitely add a beautiful DIY touch to even the simplest little gift. So in front of me here, I have just a little cellophane bag that I filled with some taffy. Okay, and this freebie here is made for a 5-inch wide bag. But of course, if you have a bigger or smaller bag, you can resize these. We have videos that show you how to resize any of our projects. Just have to make sure that you keep everything in proportion to resize it. You can also make it smaller if you want, as long as you know that your machine can handle it. So the way that we devised this, and as you can see here, this has a solid score line that I cut with my Cricut Maker. The last 3 or 4, maybe 2 or 3 bundles contain solid score line versions of things. So the way this is going to work is I'm just going to take this, fill up your little bag, and kind of just put it in place, and then we're going to staple this. We're going to staple this first, and then we're going to apply the design afterwards. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to grab my stapler, and taking a look at the design, kind of want to staple it more towards the center so that when we put our design on here, it hides the staples. You'll see them on the back. It's not a big deal though. You see this at the store all the time. So that should cover it nicely. And then we just need to put the little top portion on this. So we've got these 2 pieces here, and I've already gone ahead and inked these. So you can go ahead and ink them too if you want. And it's gonna look really cool depending on what types of paper you use. And I'm sure you could probably just use some little scraps too, since these are just like really quick little projects. So I'm going to take these 2 layers and just glue them together. And I'm kind of just looking at this little scalloped area here to help me with the alignment. Okay, so there's that. Very simple. And then we have a beautiful little bell here, and we're going to glue that down. Now I'm gluing foil onto glitter, so I'm going to have to be patient here. And I'm actually going to pop dot this onto the green layer to add a little extra dimension. So this cut out really quick. It's just 4 different colors. So I'm matching the bells up with the little shadow area on the bottom, as well as these little scallops up here where the ring is for the bell. Okay, that's actually sticking quite nicely. All right, and then we have a little bow. We're going to glue this bow down first. You could pop dot this bow if you want. I think I'm just going to leave it flat like this. I don't want too much dimension on this. Okay. And then there's a little middle piece for the bow. Just to give that a little added dimension, might as well. It only takes a few extra seconds to cut that, and so you can see that this is moving around because I'm gluing it onto the foil, and it's not a very porous layer. And then we have the bottoms of the bells. There's a very thin little area here on this. Just try to get a little touch of glue on there if you can. And just position that right towards the bottom of the bell, like so. Okay, we're gonna let that set before we dare try to touch it. Okay. And we'll get our glue on this one. Whoops. Okay. And there we go. Just like that. Okay, so I'm still not convinced that that's dry, but I'm gonna grab my little foam squares. You could glue this on flat if you don't have any foam squares. It's still gonna look really cool. and really pretty. So let's flip this over and just pray that it's dry. I probably shouldn't be rushing right now, but that's okay. Okay, so I've got my foam squares on the back. You know, I should probably add a couple down by the tail of the little bow there, just to kind of keep that from sagging. Let's get that on there. And then all we're going to do is apply that to our green layer. So that'll give it a nice little bit of dimension. And then we'll just glue that to the part that we stapled, and we're good to go. So let's just kind of get that nice and aligned. Just like that. That looks good. There we go. And take this, and we're going to apply glue to, not the whole thing. As you can see, the little leaves kind of stick up a little bit. So if you can use the little cutouts here as a guide, that would be a good indicator of where to not glue. So don't glue anything, don't put any glue above that little area here. So we're going to keep our glue. Make sure you get it out to the tails. Okay, and a little bit over here. A little bit there. That should be plenty. And then just kind of flatten this out a bit and just line it up with the main cutout here. And there we go. And press that into place. And voila! From just a simple little cellophane bag, we have a beautiful little creation here that you can pretty much put anything in. I mean, you could do gift cards, you could do socks. Again, this is adjustable based on the size bag that you have, as long as you know your paper's big enough and your mat can handle it. But that's pretty much it. So I think you guys are really going to like this one, and I bet we see a lot of them. So if you do make this, please visit us in the official Facebook group for Dreaming Tree by going to Facebook and doing a search for Dreaming Tree group up in the search box. And if you enjoyed crafting with me, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our releases, including our freebies. And as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Stay on top of all things Dreaming Tree and engage with us today. Get the latest news and enter in our giveaways on Facebook. Get inspired by following us on Pinterest. Be the first to see our new product launches on Instagram. Do you prefer Twitter? Yep, we're there too. Watch our beautiful product trailers and assembly tutorials on YouTube. For more information, visit www.3dsvg.com. Live, craft, love, and dream.